In California's gold rush mining towns and camps, money came and went fast. Moore's Flats was one of those towns, a boisterous mining settlement nourished by the harvest of gold from the nearby hills. Recreation for the men of Moore's Flats was largely confined to gambling in and around the town's saloons. The miners came to town, their pouches bulging with gold dust, and usually went back to their claims with empty pockets. This is the story of a miner who always lost, and how he found a chance to change his luck when he met one fast Injun.
In a row you lost to me, Jesse. Yep. How'd you like to make it 4?
Oh, leave him alone, Gopher. You got your money.
This just ain't my day, Gopher. I can't win for losing.
Seems to me like you never have a lucky day, Jesse. You know, betting with Jesse's like having my own claim and somebody to work it for me for free.
Boys, I'm gonna raise you boys $10.
$10, huh? That's a mighty brave bet, Jesse. Let me see now. You drew one card. Oh, I'll bet you got it straight. I'm just gonna raise you $20. Well, come on, Jesse. What you gonna do? You gonna call it?
I'm on 4. Ain't no sense of throwing good money after bad.
Well, now, you didn't pay to see my hand, Jesse. But just so you know that old Gopher ain't bluffing, there you are.
A pair of little old 3s?
Just a pair of little old 3s. Oh, it couldn't be that you was holding something better. It couldn't be that I bluffed you out of the pot, could it? You know, gambling with Jesse's just one step above stealing.
Aaron?
Huh?
How come I never win?
Win what?
How come I never win at gambling? Why does I always lose?
Probably because you had so much practice.
Oh, come on, Aaron, that ain't it. I figure a man gambling as much as I have has got to win once in a while.
Will you quit your jawing and get those timbers cut? If we don't get these walls shored up, we're going to lose 2 weeks of digging.
Aaron, I just got to win once.
You know, I got a suggestion for you. Why don't you quit gambling? Save yourself some gold.
Oh, it's not the money, Aaron. I ain't got no family, and I figure when a man gets my age, gambling's only good for one thing. And I like to gamble, but I don't like to lose all the time.
You don't get them timbers cut, we're going to lose this mine.
Yeah. If I could win just one time, and from old Gopher Green, if I could beat that gopher out of one big pot.
Aaron! 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 Are you all right, Aaron? Yes, no thanks to you, you big blabbermouth. I've been telling you all morning to get that timber cut. Now look what happened.
I'll get in there and clean out right now.
You're darn right you get in there.
I'll do it, Aaron, right now.
But don't just stand there and gawk. Get!
I'll be hanged. Look at that end go.
Yeah, that Cherokee Bob runs like somebody's chasing him.
That is one fast Injun. Whew. Aaron, are you thinking about what I'm thinking?
Not unless you're thinking about getting in that mine and cleaning it out.
Don't you see, Aaron? This is my one chance to get even with Gopher Green. How's that? Well, if we could get Cherokee Bob to enter the races next Sunday, nobody knows how fast he is except you and me. He could win a couple of races before anybody got wise, and me and you could make nothing but pure money.
Oh, he ain't that fast.
Well, sure is. Who can beat him?
Well, I don't know. What about Pat Keenan?
Oh, Pat Keenan. Cherokee Bob would make him look like a two-legged cow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is my one chance to get even at that there Gopher Green and the rest of them laughing hyenas.
You really think Bob could beat Pat?
Sure.
It might be fun at that. Pat's always bragging how there ain't nobody in camp can beat him. Might do him some good somebody cleaned his plow.
Then you thought you'll do it?
I reckon.
Well, let's go over and see Cherokee Bob right now.
Hold it! We're gonna go see Bob, all right. Soon as you clean out that mine, now get.
I'll get in and clean out right. Huh. Here's Cherokee Bob ain't here.
Yeah, that's the way it appears.
Well, let's take a look at his mind. What do you say? Oh, now wait a minute now, Cherokee. Oh, what are you pointing that thing at us for?
You think Bob not here? You tried to jump Bob's claim.
No, we ain't trying to jump nobody's claim, Cherokee. We got our mine right back yonder.
So?
We didn't come to steal your gold, Bob. We just thought we'd drop by and pay our respects.
Yeah, we just want to be, neighborly like, you being new around here. We just want to come over and visit.
Cherokee Bob have no time for visit. If Bob visit, waste time. No get rich.
You figuring on being the richest Indian on the reservation, eh, Bob?
No reservation. You think Bob went to freeze in drafty teepee? Cook wild jackrabbit over open fire?
I guess not.
Bob want to live in big warm house. Bob want to eat beef. Someday Bob be richest Injun in California.
Yeah? You hear that, Aaron?
Yeah.
Bob waste too much time already. We visit some other day.
Cherokee, we didn't just come over here to visit. That is, did you know about the foot races in town this Sunday?
Bob see races last Sunday when he gets supplies.
Well, me and my partner saw you running around these hills up here. We figured there ain't nobody can beat you in town.
So?
Well, we'd like for you to come in town next Sunday and run a couple of races.
Bob have no time for races.
It'd be worth it to you, Bob. On account of me and my partner, Aaron, here, nobody knows how fast you are, and we're gonna make a lot of money when you win.
Bob win. You get money?
Well, you can bet on yourself, too.
Bob no bet.
Well, don't you figure you can win?
But if Bob no win, Bob no get money. Bob already lose money by not working in mine.
He's smarter than you are, Jesse. Look, Bob, all we want to see is this Pat Keenan lose once. Now, you can beat him, and we'll pay to see you do it.
Now Bob begin to listen.
You come into town and race anybody Jesse and I match you with Sunday, and we'll give you $25 each race you win.
You give Bob guarantee?
Guarantee?
The way he say, if Bob lose race, Bob not get money.
Okay, Bob, we'll guarantee you $40.
50.
$50, win or lose. And that's more than you'd make working your mine all day. And this'll only take a couple hours.
Good. Bob race for you next Sunday. Now Bob go work mine.
Nothing but pure money.
I'm in good condition,
Now listen careful, Bob. Don't go winning this race by too far. Because we don't want Pat Keenan to know you can beat him. Just make it close. Now, you understand? Boys! Boys! When are we gonna start the race?
Oh, you hear that, fellas? Oh, just can't wait to lose.
I ain't figuring on losing this time, Gopher. Matter of fact is, I got a $20 gold piece here. Says the Cherokee Bob takes Big Jim Lincoln.
Money burning a hole in your pockets, huh?
No, I feel lucky this time. I really feel lucky. This is my lucky day, Gopher. I feel it.
Oh, you know, I could retire off your lucky days. You gonna let me bet with your partner, Aaron?
I reckon he's old enough to do what he wants.
Gopher, here's my $20 gold piece. Now, put up or shut up.
Yeah, bring it here, Jesse. It's probably got my name on it anyhow.
Bob, come here, Bob. Now, Constable Taylor, being that Bob ain't never run over here in Moore's Flats before, I thought maybe you'd kind of go over the course with him, you know, kind of brief him up.
You know, Injuns are such good trackers, I figure he could probably follow Big Jim's trail. No offense, Bob, it's just that you ain't got a chance.
No offense.
And now, Bob, the race is going to start right down here at the livery stable, and it's going to end right in front of the saloon. Now, when I wave my hand, that means you get ready. Now, when I fire my gun, then you start running. You ready to run?
Bob, ready.
Big Jim?
Oh, sure am. Come on, let's go.
All right, Bob, let's get on down to the livery stable.
Say, I ain't never seen that Injun around here before, Jess. Just how fast is he?
It don't make no difference, Dusty. There's only one man around can beat Big Jim.
Oh? Who's that?
Me, Pat Keenan, and that's a fact.
Well, now, I ain't no miner like you boys, but I'd just like to make a little wager on Big Jim. Anybody here want to take Bob?
I'll take it, Dusty. A Pony Express man's money just as good as anybody else's. Just chunk it right in there.
How about me, Jess? I got $20 to put on Big Jim.
Well, Pat, I guess I ought to back my partner. I'll cover your 20.
All right, boys. Let's go out and watch them run.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm taking all bets. I'm betting on the Cherokee Bob. Just coming right. Not so fast, Bob. Not so fast.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys.
You were just great, Bob. Just great. For a minute, I thought you wasn't going to remember to slow down.
Bob, remember.
Just great. Now, we're going to set him up for the kill. Yes, sir, Reese, boys. That Cherokee Bob is right speedy. You know something? I believe he can take old Pat Keenan.
What?
You just can't stand prosperity, can you, Jesse?
Hey, nobody ever beat Pat, Jesse.
Oh, it's all right, Jim. When you're top man, there's always someone trying to beat you.
Say, Jesse, are you serious?
Don't you know it?
Oh, good for you. Boys, listen, ain't nobody ever beat Pat. And Jesse here's going to back Cherokee Bob, and he ain't never won at nothing twice in a row.
Boys, just chunk your bets right in my head. I'll cover it.
take 20 of that.
Can't understand it.
Pat got whooped. And so'd you, Gopher. 2 times in a row.
I just don't understand it. He beat me.
Maybe you wasn't ready. Maybe you needed that first race for a warm-up.
I just don't understand it.
How about it, Gopher? You want to make it 3 times in a row?
No, Jesse, I don't think so. I need a refreshment.
Well, like you said, Gopher, ain't nobody ever beat Pat Keenan before, except in this once. The drink's on me, boys. Bob, you were just great. Just great.
You run nice, Bob.
2 races, $50.
Oh, sure, Bob, sure. Here, there's your $50. And for doing so good, I'm going to hit you with another 20, just for good measure.
Huh? Maybe 2 or 3 hours before sundown. Bob go back to mine.
There goes a dedicated man. Come on, Aaron. Let's go and rag old Gopher and Pat. Gopher? I never thought I'd see a time when you'd lose 2 bets in a row to me. Yes, sir. My luck has changed. I ain't your meal ticket no more. How about that Cherokee Bob? Ain't he something? That is one fast Injun.
Yep, that Injun is right, Speedy Jesse. But he ain't near as fast as Soda Bill.
Who's this Soda Bill?
Well, he runs a claim up near Nevada City. And I saw him race one time on one of my mail runs through there. Fastest man I ever did see.
Fellas, Dusty here said there's a man over in Nevada City. What's his name?
Soda Bill.
Soda Bill. He said Soda Bill can outrun Cherokee Bob.
You find a man you think can outrun that engine, and you got to bet with me, Dusty.
Well, let's find out who the fastest is.
Good.
Give me a pencil and a chunk of paper there. Bill, thank you, Bill. Now, who can ride around here?
I can.
Well, put this down, Dusty, and take it on your run over to Nevada City.
All right.
Let me see now. Dear Nevada City, we hear tell y'all got a miner over there by the name of Soda Bill that's pretty fast. Well, we got one here we think can run his legs off. Now, why don't you boys over there in Nevada City get together and bring Soda Bill over here, and let's settle this thing once and for all. Signed, the boys from Moore's Flats. How's that sound, fellas?
Good, Jesse.
Put that down real fine, Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'll be riding back this way next Tuesday, and you'll get your answer then.
Yeah. Gopher? This is going to be easier than it was fleecing you, huh? Attaboy, Bob.
You really serious about all this training stuff, huh?
Don't you know I am? When they have horse races, they train horses, run them up and down like this, don't they? Why not people?
Now, how's Bob taking all this running around them hills?
Well, I guarantee him $200 to win and $100 if he loses. But between you and me, Aaron, he ain't too fond of it. He thinks he ought to be working his claim.
Well, naturally. That's what you ought to be doing. You know, it don't do me no good having a partner if he ain't around to share the work.
Oh, Aaron, it's just until tomorrow. Attaboy, Bob.
Oh, it's just until tomorrow, huh? Then the big winner's gonna come back and work his claim for his poor old partner, huh?
Oh, come on, Aaron. Besides, I don't know if I like being a big winner.
Oh, I thought you was all upset because the fellers laughed at you when you lost.
Well, they ain't laughing at me anymore. Matter of fact, they ain't even friendly. Last week, I had a town full of friends. And now when I josh them about losing, they just walk away.
So you don't like being a winner, huh?
Well, I don't know. Maybe when Bob wins this Sunday, might change me a little bit. Might make him feel better. At least I hope so. Attaboy, Bob. I'm telling you, Aaron, if things keep up like this, I'm gonna be more miserable than ever.
But you ain't half as miserable as you're gonna be if Soda Bill whips Cherokee Bob. You know there's gonna be half this town's dust riding on Bob.
Yeah, I know it. I just don't even like to think about it.
Hey, man! These here is some of the boys from Nevada City, and this here's the feller I was telling you about, Soda Bill.
Hello, Bill. Hey, Dusty, take the boys up the bar. Buy you all a drink.
Yeah, come on, fellas, let's get up the bar here.
Howdy. My name's Jesse.
Howdy.
Want to welcome you to Moore's Flats, Soda Bill. Can I buy you a drink?
No, thanks. I don't drink when I race.
Oh. What's these nails sticking in your shoes like that for? Don't they hurt when you walk?
These here's racing shoes. These spikes digging to the ground make me run faster.
Yeah? Well, Soda Bill, I wonder if you'd be interested in a little proposition. It might mean some money to you.
I might.
Well, let's you and me just mosey out on the sidewalk and talk a spell.
All right, Cherokee Bob, Soda Bill, this race is going to be for all the money. Now, we're going to start down at the livery stable and finish right here. Now, boys, whenever I wave, that means get ready. Whenever I shoot the gun, the race is on. Now, any questions? All right, move on up the start, boys. Well, you boys got your bets down?
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready to start ourselves a race.
Bob's gonna win, Aaron. Don't you worry.
We'll know soon enough.
Come on, Bob. No, he wasn't supposed to. He couldn't.
Appeared to me like he did lose, Jesse. Yes, sir. It sure looked that way.
Well, I'm sorry I lost that money for all you fellas. Like I said, though, that soda bill is mighty fast.
Oh, it ain't your fault, Dusty. Besides, it was a real fine race. You just lost, that's all.
I didn't think there was a man alive could beat that Cherokee Bob.
Yeah, but he ran a real fine race, though, didn't he, fellas?
Yeah, he really did.
Hey, I wonder where he went to. I wanted to buy him a beer.
Bob left town right after Sody Bill paid him off.
What does that mean? You saw the race Bob lost.
I also saw Soda Bill give Bob a sack of dust just before he left town.
Are you saying that Bob let him win?
That's right, and it figures. Bob didn't like nothing better than money.
Now wait. That can't be.
Why not?
Because I got to worrying about this race. After I won the money from you boys last week, well, you haven't even been near as friendly. So, I got to figuring if Bob lost this race, well, I wouldn't be wanted around this town anymore. So, I paid Soda Bill $200 to throw the race. Well, what are you laughing at me for? I did it for y'all.
Jesse couldn't fix a race if there was only one man running.
We lost our heads, man. We should have laid everything we had on the one Jesse bet against.
Who would know a double cross if it had him surrounded?
They ain't mad at me.
They ain't mad.
They're laughing at me. I'm right back where I started.
Yep, you're right back where you started. Is that so bad?
Let me in one of them chairs, boys. I feel lucky than a gold horseshoe.
Right over here, Jesse, old buddy. There you are. I guess you've seen the last of your lucky days.
No, I ain't going for deal 'em up.
We couldn't find any further information regarding Cherokee Bob, so we can only assume that he failed to reach his goal as California's richest Indian. Jesse, however, found that he had what he wanted all along, a town full of friends. Next week, another true story from Western history. See you then. In 1880, a 30-year-old unknown writer journeyed to the ghost town of Silverado, located in the mountains northeast of San Francisco. He went there to spend the summer months writing in the peace and quiet of the deserted old mining town, taking with him his wife and young stepson and the family dog. But this was an extraordinary man, possessed of a boyish zeal and imagination for high adventure. And with his arrival, the tranquility of Silverado was soon to be disrupted by the unlikely meeting of the Jolly Roger and Wells Fargo.
Follow me, men! Out, lads, out! The doubloons and pieces of 8 are ours for the taking, if you've heart and stomach for battle.
Aye, mate! We'll lure 'em from their stronghold and fight 'em in the open! Cutlass says me, honeys!
Look lively, lads, look lively! Hold it! A lady in distress.
Aye, she's trying to signal us.
Aye. We'll have to save her before we plunder the town. Have no fear, milady. Oh, check the treasure jar.
Aye, mate!
Food will be in the galley in 1 hour, you two, and those who are not here can expect to walk the plank.
Well, have you no small reward for a buccaneer who saved your life?
Believe there, me hearties! Stow this talk! If you are to take them by surprise, we must be off!
Aye, lad!
I know. The three of you have been cooped up in this town for nearly a week because of the rain, and this is the first chance you've had to explore the town. But I still want you back to eat.
We're not going to explore the town, Mom. We're going to plunder it.
Oh, my goodness. And I thought you came here to do some writing.
Tomorrow I write. Today, we're pirates. But have no fear, milady, we shall return in time. Your wish is our command. But stay in distress. I'd like to save you 4 or 5 times today. Aye, lads, by thunder. In the name of Davy Jones, for it!
Remember, 1 hour. And be careful around those old buildings.
Come along, lad. Look lively.
A grown-up man, but with forever the heart and soul of a boy.
Keep a sharp eye, lad, lest they spring upon us unaware. By the power, surely they've seen our color.
We've struck terror in their souls. They dare not show themselves.
Aye, lad, they know they're within half a plank of doom. Lest they hand over the treasure politely. Now, which reminds me, what was in the treasure jar?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, good lad.
Aye. Look!
Shiver me timbers.
It's their stronghold.
Aye. We'll attack from both sides.
Aye, with a frontal attack to draw their attention. Choo-choo! Go get 'em!
Charge!
Double quick,
Charge!
ready!
telling what she's after. Whatever it isn't alive. Here. Give us a hand.
It's some kind of box.
Yes. There. I think we can pull it out.
I wonder what's inside.
Look. Look what's written on the side, lad.
Wells Fargo. How do you suppose it got here?
The San Francisco-Calistoga stagecoach passes within a few miles below this old ghost town. Likely the stage was robbed, and this is the stolen money box.
Golly. And it's still locked.
We'd better take it down to Calistoga in the carriage right away. Oh, but it's rained every day except this one since we came here. And even if the weather stays good, it'll be a couple of days before the road to Calistoga is passable.
Golly. A real treasure.
And meanwhile, we'd better bury this box someplace else.
And we'll make a map.
Aye, lad, a map. But until this mystery is solved, just so she won't worry her pretty head, we won't mention a word of our discovery to your mother, all right?
Aye, not a word. Not even if she hangs me by me bloody thumbs.
Good lad.
Eat your supper, son.
Better do as your mother says, lad.
Now, I will not have you bringing your make-believe adventures to my supper table. I've told you that before. You come home an hour late, covered with mud. I didn't say a thing. Though I don't know what in the world you two were doing to get so much mud on you. Digging for treasure, I suppose.
Mom, please, can I have the mat back? I promise I'll eat my supper.
I know, it's cold, isn't it?
It's not just any map, Mom. This one's important.
Oh, your mother's right, lad. Eat your supper, cold or not.
Playing pirates, drawing maps, eating cold suppers. Oh, here, I'll warm it up for you.
Someday, I'll write a story for you, lad, about just such a map. It'll be a story with lots of excitement. With yeah, a buried treasure, pirates, castaways, maybe. And a boy. A fine, strong, steady boy. Like you.
And no women. Women spoil a good story. Women are always afraid a fella's gonna get hurt or something.
Well, if that's the way you want it, lad. Like I said, it's your story. That's all right, lad. I'm not working.
Mom said you'd be busy writing.
Well, I ought to be, but afraid we're both plagued by the same ailment today, eh, lad?
I almost gave us away last night when Mom took the map. Reckon she still has it in her apron pocket.
Well, now, I don't think she'll be using it.
At least it's another sunny day.
Aye.
Sure love to know what's in that box.
That makes two of us.
I'd give a dozen lead soldiers to know. And almost that jackknife Mom doesn't know you gave me for my birthday. Any chance of us getting to town today?
No, I don't think the carriage could make it. Maybe tomorrow.
But there's near $1,000 in that box. Maybe even 2,000.
Could be.
I think we ought to dig it up and bust it open and be done with it.
No, patience, lad.
But there's more. Like 5,000.
It's hard to say. It could be even more.
I'll bet it's worth as much as the treasure of Captain Kidd, or even Blackbeard.
Well, we'll know tomorrow. If this weather holds.
Today?
As soon as breakfast's over, I'll tell your mother we're all going for a drive down to Calistoga.
Look down the road! He's driving that horse like somebody's after him.
Maybe somebody is. Come on. Quiet, Choo-Choo. Morning.
I thought this place was deserted.
We came up from San Francisco just before all that rain. Wanted to get away from the city for a while.
It was sure some rain, all right. I reckon it kept you two holed up.
It certainly did.
Me too. I'm a prospector. I left some equipment up here a couple of days ago and couldn't go back for it till the rain was over. I reckon I'll pick it up and be on my way.
He's heading toward the mine where we found the Wells Fargo box.
Let's get back to the house, lad.
My, it's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Got your breakfast in a jiffy. Oh, but I can give you some coffee now. What in the world are you two doing?
We may be in for some trouble.
You aren't going to use that old thing, are you?
Well, you might be right. I've never fired it. I bought it mostly as a souvenir. Probably blow a part in my face. But it's all we've got.
What is going on? Oh, now this is enough. Now, I mean, fun is fun, but this is going too far.
This isn't make-believe. There's a stranger out there who may be a desperado.
A stagecoach bandit. Maybe even a killer.
Oh, now this is the last straw. I mean, I have had my fill. Do you understand? Pirates and maps and stagecoach bandits, indeed. And now playing with a real gun. Well, I want both of you to put an immediate end to this farce and come and eat your breakfast right now.
But, Mom, we aren't fooling.
Oh.
He's telling you the truth.
And you, a grown man. Now, I insist that you severely curb your fantastic imagination, or at least confine it to your writing paper.
I don't know where you both went to, but you better come on out.
right. Now, I know you're hiding in one of these buildings.
Who is that? Who is that man? Well, what does he want with you two?
No, I'm afraid we're in for it. Here, both of you, get away from this window. Hurry up.
Hold it! Right where you are, mister. We're armed.
I've come for the Wells Fargo box. I don't doubt you two found it up there in the mine. I'll make you a deal. You bring out the box, the money that was in it, I'll split it with you.
From the looks of him and the offer he just made, I guess there's a posse close behind. We've got to stall this outlaw.
Right. We've got him right where we want him. We'll stall him.
Stole him? Please, in the name of heaven, will you tell me what is going on? Well, what is all this business about a Wells Fargo box?
All right. Your time's about run out. What do you aim to do? I ain't waiting no longer.
No deal! We will, however, accept your surrender and turn you over to the proper authorities, from whom you'll receive a fairer treatment than that generally dealt out by a posse.
Hey, you in there. How do you like them apples?
We mustn't give in. Without the pirate map, he'll never be able to find the...
Hey, you in there. Now, I figure by them curtains at those windows, you got a woman in there. I know I'm talking to you, lady. You better listen real good. You don't want to see that man and boy of yours killed. You'll send them out here with that box, and you'll send them out right now.
No, Mother. Please, you mustn't give him the map. We can't let him have the Wells Fargo box. It wouldn't be right.
Now, hold on, Bert. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner about our finding the Wells Fargo box. I wanted to save you any concern. Now, we can't count on any help being on the way. If I had only myself to look out for, I'd never give in. But I haven't the right to decide for you or your son. And we'll do as you wish.
What you said is true, son. Women are always afraid that something might hurt their menfolk or something. And it's awful. But that's the way women are.
All right, lady. What's it going to be? The Wells Fargo box, or you a widow?
Look, time's a-wasting, mister. You better leave while you're still able.
Now he'll never find that Wells Fargo box, no matter what.
Like our son says, no matter what.
All right, lady. You had your chance. I got no more patience for stupid people like you. Now, in just 1 minute, I'm gonna fill that shack of yours full of lead.
This lock is broken. Here, we'll make a barricade. Bring me down the chair. That's it. Good. Good. Now, that should hold. All right, back in the other room. We'll wheel into the corner
And stay low. Right. Right, we're ready for him.
Let him come.
Stay here.
Be careful.
Glory be. Those shots weren't at us. Come on.
Curly, you go fetch the horses. Howdy. Howdy, ma'am.
You arrived just in time, Sheriff.
That there fella held up the Calistoga San Francisco stage last week. He was apprehended, but not before he stashed the Wells Fargo box. He broke loose from the Calistoga jail this morning. We've been trailing him ever since.
We got the box. It's up at Skull Knoll. I'll fetch our colors.
Well, I must say, it hadn't been for you folks, he'd have got plumb away. What's that thing you got in your hand?
Well, the man in the junk shop in San Francisco said it once belonged to a famous bandit who was captured up in the gold fields.
I can see why they got him.
Well, by the way, what are you folks doing way up here, anyway?
Well, I'm a writer from San Francisco. We came up here to work in the peace and quiet of this old town. This is my missus. And this pirate is our boy, Lloyd. And I'm Robert Louis Stevenson.
Pleasure.
Follow me, me hearties. It's up to Skull Knoll and the treasure.
Aye, let's look lively, lads.
Two years later, Robert Louis Stevenson kept his promise to write a story about a pirate's map. You'll remember it, I'm sure, for that story is his immortal Treasure Island. He dedicated it to his stepson, and still true to his word, it contains no women except one, the hero's mother. Next week, another page from the history of the West. See you then. Throughout the recorded history of heroism and bravery in the Old West, there exist hundreds of stories of such famed military figures as George Custer, Leonard Wood, Phil Kearny, Winfield Scott. But one man whose name has a very special place among those who have won this country's highest award for valor has all but been forgotten. This is his story, the story of Lieutenant Bernard Irwin, a young medical officer who emigrated from Ireland to New York and then, as a member of the U.S. Army, was sent to the frontier, to the territory now known as Arizona. In 1861, Dr. Irwin fought the legendary Indian leader Cochise and became the hero of Apache Pass.
Sure is quiet today. Seems almost too quiet.
No more so than any other day, Horace. It's always quiet around here. I wish things would liven up a bit sometimes, just to break the monotony.
Where's Timmy?
He's playing over by the corral.
Well, I got a few chores for him to do.
Timmy!
Timmy! Timmy!
Is she gonna be all right?
Oh, she's fine. She'll be unconscious for a while. But I'm afraid she's going to carry the scar from that Apache knife for the rest of her life. She's lucky to still have her arm. In fact, you're both lucky. If Lieutenant Bascom's patrol hadn't come along when it did, you'd both be dead by now.
Lucky? My boy kidnapped by the Chiricahuas, my ranch burned to the ground, my cattle stolen, my wife slashed by an Apache, and you say we're lucky?
Well, you're still alive, Mr. Stoner. That makes you pretty lucky.
But what about my boy? Is he still alive?
Lieutenant Bascom will bring him back, don't worry.
But where is he? Why ain't he back by now?
He's only been gone half a day. Relax, everything's going to be okay.
Oh, he should have been back by now. How long does it take the army to catch up with a bunch of savages? Them red devils hadn't taken my horses, I'd have gone after them. I would have had Timmy by now, too.
What happened at your place, Mr. Stoner?
Oh, the same thing that happens to all of us settlers that count on the army for protection. The Apaches were on a cattle raid. Timmy was playing down by the corral when they came sneaking through the draw. They got him first and then spooked my cattle.
And your wife?
Well, she ran out of the house just as the one carrying Timmy rode by. She grabbed at his reins and tried to pull Timmy out of his arms. He slashed her with a knife and then kicked her to the ground.
Why do you suppose they'd want the boy? What good can he be to them?
Why? Lieutenant, do you know anything about Apaches?
No, I'm afraid I don't really. I've only been out here a couple of months. I lived most of my life back east.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing that you're a doctor. You wouldn't last too long fighting Apaches. See, the reason they kidnapped Timmy was so that they could ransom him back for guns and food and cattle. Anything except money. They've got no use for coins and paper dollars.
Horace?
Yeah, we're here, Marie.
Where's Timmy? Is he all right?
Don't try to talk, Mrs. Stoner. I want you to rest a while.
I want Timmy. I want to see my baby.
No, it's fine, honey. Don't worry. They'll be bringing him home any minute now.
Corporal the guard. Man riding hard to port.
Corporal Pitts, sir. What is it? It's Gochi, sir. He surrounded Lieutenant Bascom in Apache Pass.
What?
It was an ambush.
How did it happen?
We found Gochi's up in the mountains, not far from his village. Lieutenant Bascom felt that he had the Stoner child with him. He demanded that the Apache return him. Cochise refused. When the lieutenant threatened to put him under arrest, he and his men made a bold dash for it, and they escaped. We trailed them as far as Apache Pass. They were waiting for us in the rocks when we got there. Some of the men didn't have a chance.
What about Bascom and the rest of the men?
There were quite a few casualties, sir. I would have been one myself, except that I was in back of the troops trailing them. They need help bad, sir. Cochise has them in a trap. Our men are pretty well hidden, but they can't get out. Every time one of them raises his head, the Apaches spot them. And just as soon as they run out of ammunition, and that won't be long, Cochise will move in, and he'll take his time killing them.
Did you see my boy? Did you see Timmy?
No, sir. Not a sign of him. But I feel quite certain that he's in Cochise's village.
Lieutenant Bascom, is he all right?
I don't know, sir. Sir, I'm ready to guide a troop back to the pass anytime you give the order.
There will be no troop going back.
Sir?
I can't spare any men. The fort's at minimum security now. There is a large contingent of troops on its way here, but they're almost 3 days away.
Begging the colonel's pardon, sir. But Lieutenant Bascom can't hold out for 3 days. The Apache are chewing him up good and proper.
If I sent more than 4 men out of here, we'd be laying the fort wide open for an attack. The chiefs would send in his Chiricahuas and wipe out the whole settlement. I can't risk the civilian lives for the sake of soldiers.
Colonel, sir, I'm expendable. Let me take those 4 men and get to Bascom.
5 men against Cochise. That's gallant, but stupid, Irwin. No, you stay here with your pills.
But they're wounded men up there, sir. They need me. And my pills.
With me, there'd be 6 men.
You, Mr. Stoner. No, you're a civilian. I can't risk your life.
Oh, but I know this country, Colonel. I know it well, and I know how the Apache mind works. Irwin can use me. Besides, you're not sending me. I'm volunteering.
With Corporal Pitts, that'd make 7 of us, sir.
It just wouldn't work. It'd be a waste of human life. I thought there was a chance.
Oh, there is a chance, sir. I know it. If you just let me try.
Irwin, you're just not experienced enough to lead a troop. Not out here. Not against an old fighter like Cochise. You're used to a surgeon's scalpel, not a cavalry saber.
May I remind the colonel that I have a commission, which says I'm a first lieutenant in the United States Army. And to get that commission, I took certain prescribed military courses to enable me to serve my country as a soldier, as well as a doctor.
All right, Lieutenant. Pick your volunteers, but get the most expendable men in the fort.
Yes, sir.
And remember, your mission, your only mission, is to aid Lieutenant Bascom. Nothing at all must interfere with that, you understand?
Yes, sir.
But what about my boy, Colonel? What about Timmy? Bascom didn't get him. Somebody's got to. We've got to.
I'm sorry, Mr. Stoner, but there's too much at stake here to risk everything for the life of one child. I'm sincerely sorry, but that's the way it must be. If you'd rather not volunteer, well, under the circumstances, I'd understand.
No, I'll go along with Owen.
I must warn you, however, that you will be under Lieutenant Irwin's orders at all times. Your civilian status won't matter once you leave this fort. Until you return, you are under the Army's command. If you disobey an order, Lieutenant Irwin has the authority to shoot you. Is that perfectly clear?
Yes, sir, that's clear enough.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
But you can't leave him to die out there. Please don't leave him there. Oh, God, oh, dear God.
Now, Mrs. Stoner, you're in no condition to be out here. Please, go back inside.
My Timmy, my little Timmy. Please, Lieutenant, please bring him back.
Now, don't you worry, honey. We'll bring Timmy back. You can count on it. So picture yourself a crew, Lieutenant. Are they supposed to be soldiers?
Well, the colonel told me to get the most expendable men at the fort. I guess I did. Cook's helper, the bugler, the supply clerk, and a man who volunteered if I'd get him out of the guardhouse. All right, let's move out.
About 5 more miles, sir, that way.
Right, let's get with it, lads.
Lieutenant, wait.
What is it, Stoner?
The colonel was right. 7 of us are no use against all of them Apaches. We're gonna get ourselves killed and for no reason.
You want to go back?
No, I want to get my boy before it's too late. Look, Pitts here can show us to the village. There's gonna be nobody there now except some squaws and children. We could get him easy.
I'm sorry, Stoner. Our destination is Apache Pass. When we're finished there, we'll see about your boy.
You're a fool, Owen, but not me. I'm not gonna see my boy die because of you. I'm gonna get him while there's still time.
You have your choice. Go with us or remain here, 6 feet under.
Forward! Ho!
How many do you figure are there?
I count at least 10, but I know there must be more.
Could pick them off good from here. Pitts, you could take those 3 down there on the left. Owen can take care of another couple, and I'll get the rest of them.
I'm in command here, Stoner. I give the orders, and I say killing those 10 won't do any good.
Killing Apaches is always good.
We'd only spook them into hiding, and I don't want that. Which way is Bascom's troop?
Over there, beyond the entrance to the pass.
Come on. Well, Lieutenant Bascom's trapped, all right. And there are plenty of Apaches to keep him there, too.
Well, I told you that we couldn't do no good. Now, let's get out of here while we've still got time to get Timmy.
We're staying, Stoner. The 7 of us are the only chance Bascom and his men have for staying alive.
But there ain't enough of us. The minute those Apaches see us, we're goners.
Not if my plan works. Now, here's what we're going to do. I want every man up on that ridge. Spread out 10 to 15 feet apart. Now, bugler, when I give the signal, I want you to sound charge. When we hear the bugle, I want everyone to begin firing and shouting and yelling at the top of his lungs. I want Cochise to think there's a full regiment attacking him.
You think the 7 of us can fool him into thinking the army's here? Owen, you're a bigger fool than I thought you were.
Shut up before every Indian in the territory knows we're here.
Oh, this is suicide. That plan wouldn't fool a rookie soldier, let alone Cochise. He knows more about fighting than the whole United States Army put together, and you think that you can outsmart him?
I said to keep your voice down.
Now, don't you tell me what to do. I'm through taking orders from you. You ain't gonna get me killed for nothing.
Corporal, get him up on the ridge and see that he does as ordered.
All right. Come on, mister.
Now, the rest of them. I want you to fire your rifles and your pistols at the same time. Try to hit as many Indians as you can. But most importantly, create as much noise and confusion as you can. Now, you stay down here and sound charge for about a minute. Then get up there and join the firing. Any questions? Right, lads, let's get to it.
Those are our men.
Let's give him a hand.
It worked, sir. It worked. They're moving out.
Bugler, sound ceasefire!
Think anybody's gonna believe this, Bernard?
Believe what, George?
An Irish doctor from New York outsmarted the greatest Apache chief in the territory?
Well, I hope you're satisfied, Owen. You let Cochise get away. Now he'll take his revenge out on Timmy. And you ain't never seen what Apaches can do to a white man's child when they're mad as you've made Cochise.
That's enough, Stoner. Whatever happens to your son is not the fault of Lieutenant Irwin. He was under orders.
Orders? What do orders mean to a mother who's lost her only child to a bunch of savages? Now listen, Irwin. When you get back to that fort, you tell my wife that Timmy died because you were under orders.
I know you won't believe this, Stoner. But finding your boy means as much to me as it does to you. I realize he may be dead, but there's every chance he might still be alive. And when I finished here, we'll go find out.
What are you looking for, Irwin? A medal? It's too late for Timmy now. He's dead. I know it. You know it. And so quit trying to impress me.
Corporal Pitts.
Yes, sir?
Round up every man who can ride. I don't care whether he can fight, so long as he can stay on a horse. Be ready to move out. We're going after the Stoner child.
Yes, sir.
I think you're pushing your luck a little far, Bernard. Cochise may not fall for that same trick the second time.
If he knew he'd been fooled the first time, he'd have been back here by now. No, he still thinks a big force hit him. And when we get to his village, I still want him thinking that way.
Oh!
Good luck, Lieutenant. All right, Corporal. Move him out.
Forward! Ho!
The village is just over the ridge, sir.
Aye, there it is. Seems quiet enough. I wonder. Stoner, come here. Take a look.
It's Timmy. He's alive. They've got him tied up, but he's still alive.
I want all those who think they can ride a charge to move over here. Don't worry about being able to fire a weapon. The main requirement is that you're able to ride hard. The rest will remain in formation and in clear sight of the village. I want Cochise to think there's a reserve force waiting to come in on the second wave. Now, thanks for volunteering, Private, but you best stay here. You men remain in here. I want you to sit at attention and spread out. I want you to look bigger than you really are. For the rest of us, we'll ride into the village at full charge. At my signal, we'll begin firing and shouting.
And kill as many of those devils as you can.
Be careful who you kill, Stoner. And that goes for the rest of you, too. I don't want to see no women and children dead. Our fight is not with them.
Those children grow up to be braves, Lieutenant. If we don't kill them now, they'll kill us later.
You heard my orders. The first wave, move to attack formation. Corporal.
Ready, sir.
All right, bugler. Let's hear charge one more time.
Oh, Timmy, you okay, son?
It worked, Lieutenant. It worked. I hightailed it.
Corporal, put a torch to the village. That ought to be lesson enough for Cochise for one day. When you're finished here, herd Mr. Stoner's cattle back to the fort.
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant.
It's all right, Stoner. I understand. Well, Timmy, lad, I think your mother's waiting for you. What do you say we be going home?
I'd sure like that, sir.
All right, let's move out. Oh.
Lieutenant Bernard Irwin later became chief medical officer at West Point and eventually retired as a brigadier general. His daring rescue of Lieutenant Bascom and the Stoner child, which was his first and only military engagement, occurred almost a year before Congress created this country's highest military honor. But 33 years later, on January 21st, 1894, Irwin finally got his just reward. His act of bravery at Apache Pass enshrined him on the Army roll of history as the very first man to perform an heroic deed which later won a Congressional Medal of Honor. Next week, another true story from our American heritage. See you then.
Whipsilla.
Cover me.
Hold it right there. No trouble. Me friend. Me want trade.
What kind of trade?
Need knife. No need boy. You take boy. Give me knife. That one.
You mean you want to trade this kid for a knife?
Would trade him. Work hard. Good.
Who is he?
Him honey. Take and fight. Work for Sioux. You know what? We trade to Apache.
Apaches? Why, they'd torture him to death. You want to stay with me, boy? All right. Here's your knife. Now get.
Oh, good horse. White like snow.
I said get.
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. In the year 1862 in Upper Utah, around the Sweetwater, the Indians had been attacking the station of the Overland Company, killing, looting, burning, and stealing the Overland's fine horses. The station keeper at Rocky Springs, named Whipsaw McGee, had an additional problem with the Indians when he took one of them in, one who became known as Little Cayuse.
You're figuring on keeping him.
Well, what do you want me to do? Turn him out in the wilderness to shift for himself like some animal?
How do you know them Injuns didn't leave him here to act as a spy? You know how them Red Devils have been acting up lately.
Yeah, that reminds me. Express rider came through this morning. Got a letter from the company. Government's still holding up those military escorts on account of the Civil War.
And that leaves us wide open out here.
Yeah, another massacre last week at Split Rock Station. Hodges and his wife both killed.
You see? This kid's a spy, that's what. We'll be the next.
Look at him, Gillis. He ain't no spy. No how.
You just keep that kid here and see what happens. He'll bring them down on us. You just wait and see what happens.
Well, if they attack us, they may find that we've made some plans of our own. I'm gonna get me a drink of water. This shoveling sure gives me hot coppers.
I still don't figure what good this here hole's gonna do us if them Injuns come a-whomping down on us.
It's what the Army calls a secondary defense line. If you're caught away from the house, you got a place to fight.
Where's that kid? I ain't seen him most of the afternoon.
He's minding the horses out in the back. He's taking quite a shine of big snow. Never in my born days I ever seen a grown man so fred up about a pint-sized young'un.
He ain't just a young'un. He's an Injun.
You nice Cayuse. Good Cayuse.
Don, you sure got away with horses. He don't usually cotton up to strangers.
Big Snow, good Cayuse.
Yeah, I got him when he was just a colt. A lot of fellas want to buy him, but it'd be just like selling my best pal.
Me ride?
Sure, if he lets you. But I have an idea. It's almost supper time. We got to go down and help Gillis with the trench. Yep, almost 6 o'clock. That's a watch.
Watch?
Yeah, you can tell time with it. Listen.
Hey, Whipsaw! I thought you was gonna help me finish this trench.
In a minute. When the sun is straight up, these two hands are straight up too.
What are you doing?
I was just teaching the kid how to tell time. He's sure taking a shine to my watch.
Make sure he don't take a shine to your scalp.
Come on, boy. We better put Big Snow away and help this grouch before he gets all lathered up. What's the matter, kid?
Cayuse. Many Cayuse.
I don't hear nothing.
Can't say that I do either. But, look at the kid. Seems like he's sure hearing something.
Guns. Big fight.
I don't hear a thing.
I don't hear nothing but the wind. I think it's the wind.
Big fight. By river.
By a river?
Nearest river is the Sweetwater.
Ain't nobody can hear that far.
You know, I've been trying to think of a name for him, Gillis. No. In my depot, everyone eats with a spoon. Here, let me show you. Watch me. He's got it. Don't he learn quick?
Oh, Injuns are smart. Too smart. What's the matter, kid? Don't you like my stew?
Seems like he hears something again.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Horses come. Pull big wagon.
The stage.
Oh, Bob ain't due for another 3 hours yet. Oh, no, you don't.
Hey, Gillis, the kid's right. It's the stage.
Yeah, I hear it now. Get her! Get her!
Bob, what happened?
Injuns.
I had to bypass Three Forks Station. I was about a mile off and I saw the smoke. Station's raided by a band of Sioux, burned.
What about the passengers?
They're all right, just a little shook up from that wild ride I give them.
Well, we'd better get them in there and give them some food.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Right in the house there, and the food's on the table.
Headquarters said the Sioux were on the warpath.
Yeah. A bunch of them took after us for a spell, but I took the whole wash. Raced all the way, outrun them.
Where'd you lose them?
About 3 or 4 miles back.
By gum, the kid was right.
Poor, tired cayuse. I fix, I help. You my friend.
Son, you sure were right about there being a fight. The Sioux attacked the stage at Three Forks.
I hear, far away.
All that distance.
Ears like cayuse.
You sure have, son. And by gum, that's what I'm going to call you. Little Cayuse. Hear that, Gillis? Bob? Little Cayuse. Do you realize what this can mean to us, Gillis? He can hear the stage coming a mile away. We can save time, have the relay horses ready and wait when they get here. Come on there, little Cayuse. You got to finish your supper. Let Gillis take care of the horses.
Hey, Gillis. What's that Injun kid doing here?
Whipsaw traded him for a knife.
You're joshing me.
Oh, no, I ain't. Yesterday, a Sioux Injun rode in here with that boy, and he talked Whipsaw into trading him for his whittling knife. He went soft all over the minute he seen that kid. He lost his own son, you know.
What was that about him hearing the attack on the stage?
That kid claims he heard that attack all the way from here, but I don't believe it.
Well, how do you account for him saying that, then?
He could have known it was going to happen. From Scarface.
Scarface?
That Injun that brought the kid in yesterday had a scar, a long one, right across his cheek.
Hey, there was a Scarface Sioux leading the Injuns that attacked the stage.
You see? It all adds up. And do you know something else? I believe that Scarface left that kid here to spy on us and to help him attack the depot.
You might be right.
I gotta get that boy out of here. Looks like I just gotta protect Whipsaw against himself.
I don't reckon they're likely to hit us. They know we got plenty of defenses, guns.
Unless someone would have let him in when we're asleep.
I'm getting sick and tired of you taking digs at little Cayuse. You ought to be ashamed of yourself picking on a lad.
I'm only saying these things for your own good and for the sake of the depot.
It's getting late. I better stash some extra ammunition in the trench just in case.
Oh!
Listen, boy. I lost it yesterday, and we just found it under your pillow.
No take.
But it just didn't up and walk there by itself.
No take, Watch.
Well, then how did it get under the pillow?
Don't know.
Look, little Cayuse, I ain't gonna do nothing to you. All I'm asking you is to admit you done wrong.
No take.
Didn't I tell you couldn't trust no Indian?
Oh, keep out of this, will you? You know, I had a little boy of my own once. The good Lord took him away. When you came along, I sort of figured he was trying to make it up to me. Well, you're just like my own son. That's why I want you to be honest and good and truthful. All I'm asking you is that you admit you done wrong and promise never to steal again. Now, what do you say?
No take. No take, Watch.
You sure gotta learn the hard way. Go to bed without your supper. When you decide to tell the truth, come back and you can eat. Now get going.
Bye, Big Snow. You be good, Cayuse.
Gillis. He's gone. He ain't nowhere around. He's run off.
Good riddance.
I gotta find him.
Now you leave him be. He don't belong here.
Who's got a right to say who belongs? You? You've been leaning on the kid ever since he got here. What makes you better than him?
He's an Injun.
And you're a fool. I'm going after him.
Oh, whipsaw, don't be crazy.
Acuedo. We rest. Later we attack depot. Steal horses. White horse. Mine.
Any trouble?
Didn't see none. All right, gentlemen, everybody out.
Everybody inside. Food's on the table.
Where's Whipsaw?
Looking for the boy. He's run off.
Well, that ain't too healthy with Scarface out roaming them hills.
If we could only snag Scarface, these raids might let up.
Sure raising Cain with business. And passengers don't take kindly to scalping.
Big snow is getting spoiled rotten. I better go feed him. All right. I know you're hungry.
Will you stop gabbing and get him fed? I'm hungry, too.
What's the matter with that critter? I never seen him act like that before. Whipsaw. Am I glad to see you? I was beginning to be afraid you were scalped.
I couldn't find him. I searched all over. That poor little boy.
Whipsaw, Whipsaw!
Little Cayuse. Where in tarnation you been?
Me run. You don't want me.
Oh, that ain't true, little Cayuse. Why did you ever do a thing like that?
No take watch.
Oh, forget about the watch. Come on, let's go in and have something to eat.
No time, no time. Scarface come. Still big snow. Scalp everybody.
Where'd you hear this?
In Hills.
And you run all the way back to warn us.
You my friend.
Hear that, Gillis? He come back to warn us. Well, we'll be ready for them. You boys break out the rifles. We'll stay and watch at the windows. And we'll give them a good reception.
No stay in depot. Better to wait and ditch.
Oh, no, you don't. I think they sent him here to get us out in the open so as they could pick us off easy. It's a trick.
No trip. You stay in depot, you trapped. They burn depot. No stay in ditch.
I think he's got a point, Gillis. They'll hit that depot first.
That ditch is there only if we were to get caught out in the open.
I'm still in charge of this depot, Gillis. We'll do as I say. How about you, Bob?
Out in the open, we'd be like sitting ducks.
We'll be in the trench. They won't see us, and we can pick them off. What's the matter, boy?
Many Cayuse. Come this way fast. I think Scarface.
Grab the rifles and we'll head for the ditch.
But Whipsaw.
And you get those passengers out here, too. Come on, move. Here they come. Now hold your fire till I tell you. Now!
Little Cayuse? Thanks. Thanks. So I'm the one that took the watch. All I can say is I'm mighty ashamed of myself. Do you think you can forgive a dumb mule like me, little Cayuse?
What means forgive?
He means, will you forget he ever done it? Sort of make friends. You know, shake hands.
That makes me feel better, boy.
And seeing you were so taken up with my watch, I'm going to make you a present of it. Sort of a reward for saving the depot and our scalp.
You put that away, Whipsaw. From me to you, little Cayuse, for saving my good-for-nothing life. I'd be much obliged if you'd take it.
Don't you think he ought to get something for saving the depot? Maybe a horse named Big Snow?
You give me Big Snow?
Well, you saved him from Scarface, too. I reckon he's willing. Yep, he's yours.
Well, little Cayuse stayed on at the station with Whipsaw, helping with the horses until the overland was finally displaced by the Iron Horse. Some years later, Colonel Inman and Bill Cody recorded the story of little Cayuse in their classic of the West, The Great Salt Lake Trail.
Millions of words have been written about Sam Houston, the hero of Texas, of his early brilliant career as the governor of Tennessee, of his strange self-imposed exile among the Indians after the disappointment of his first marriage, and of how he avenged the massacre of the Alamo and defeated the Mexican general Santa Anna at the historic Battle of San Jacinto. But to me, the most fascinating angle of his spectacular career is the part played in it by lovely Margaret Lee. I call this story The Girl Who Walked with a Giant. It begins on that Sunday afternoon in May 1836, when the crowds rushed down to the levee in New Orleans to do honor to Sam Houston, fresh from his victory at San Jacinto. In the crowd come to do honor to Sam Houston are his old army mate, William Christie, the widow, Nancy Lee, and her daughters, Emily and Margaret. Margaret Lee is 17, tall, violet-eyed, a halo of curls above her wide, intelligent brow.
Tie out that line. Take up the slack.
Stay back. What's wrong with General Houston? Is he wounded?
Yes. His ankle was shattered at San Jacinto. The doctor who brought him aboard was afraid of lockjaw, and we've been a week making port on account of the storm.
I'll get him the finest surgeons in New Orleans.
I'm afraid it's too late, sir.
Margaret, the captain thinks he's gonna die.
Can't. He just can't.
Come on, fellas, help me get him off the ship.
Sam, it's William Christie. I'm going to take you home and get you a doctor.
Oh, I'll get up by myself.
Not already?
No, dear, they'll take him to the doctor.
They can't let him die. Not such a great hero. They've got to heal him.
Three years later, in the early summer of 1839, Margaret Lee saw Sam Houston for the second time in her life. It was at the stately home outside Mobile, Alabama, where her sister Emily, now Mrs. William Bledsoe, was entertaining with an elegant soiree called the Strawberry Festival.
My husband has never brought me a more wonderful surprise. How is it that Alabama is honored with your presence, General Houston? Or should I say, President Houston?
No longer president, Mrs. Bledsoe. Just a private citizen who's come here to interest your husband in the investment potentialities of the Republic of Texas.
Margaret, we have a very distinguished guest I want you to meet. General Houston, this is my sister, Miss Margaret Lee.
I'm charmed.
Margaret, why don't you introduce the General to some of the other guests?
I'd be delighted.
Must we?
No, not if you don't want to.
I'd rather concentrate on you. It isn't often that a business conference has such an enchanting climax.
Here, this is a strawberry festival, and I haven't even offered you one.
I've never seen anything so beautiful.
They are lovely berries, aren't they?
I was speaking of your face.
I'm glad you like my face. Because I've liked yours from the first moment I saw it.
When did you ever see my face?
3 years ago, when you were lying unconscious on the deck of a schooner. You don't know anything about me, but I know a lot about you.
Shall we sit down and you tell me what you know?
Well, I know they removed 20 pieces of bone from your wound that day, and that you got well and went back to Texas and became president of the Lone Star Republic.
And what else?
You lifted that wild frontier country up out of chaos and made it into a sound, respected nation. I know all the wonderful things you've done for Texas. But now I'd like to know what you're going to do for you.
I hope to fulfill a long-lost dream.
What is it?
Perhaps soon there'll be a time when I can tell you.
Yes, Mother. Come in.
Margaret, it seems to me you spend too much time in your room. Writing to the General again? After I asked you not to?
We may as well have this thing out now. He wants me to come to Texas to marry him.
I won't hear of it.
He suggests we have the ceremony in Texas when you and Emily and William come out for your business trip.
I shall never give my consent to it.
I shall never marry anyone else.
You mean that, don't you?
Yes, Mother. I mean it.
Very well. But the wedding must be here, in your own home, with our own minister officiating.
Oh, Mother.
you're saying, and I share your anxiety, Dr. Smith.
There's no doubt about it, Chief. You picked the ideal First Lady.
First Lady? Sam, is that what you two were talking about? You're not going to run for president of Texas again.
It isn't anything that I want, sweetheart.
Texas needs him, ma'am. The last administration has ruined the Republic. Our credit is gone.
Well, then let someone else reclaim it. If you go back into the president's office, the whole world will crowd in on us. The hate of your enemies will poison the air we breathe. Oh, Sam, all the happy life we planned together will be sacrificed.
Mrs. Houston, I know the power you have over the Chief. Do not, I beg you, use it against the Republic.
Margaret and I will talk it over and let you know my decision.
Goodbye, Chief. Goodbye, Mrs. Houston. Remember, without Sam Houston, Texas is lost.
Goodbye, Doctor. Come again.
Thank you.
I've been haunted for months, Mother. Ever since Sam took office as President of the Texas Republic.
What is it you fear?
Assassins.
Assassins? But the place is well guarded, isn't it?
But it isn't. Sam refuses to have a guard posted.
What is this? A council of war?
You've guessed it. I'm tired of playing second fiddle to Texas. For just 1 hour, I want to be your #1 girl.
I think that can be arranged. Yeah, what have you to offer?
I can give you a piano concert.
I'd like that. It might ease the tension.
I'll go and prepare a light repast.
Sam, do sit down. And stay away from that window.
I'm too restless to sit down.
What are you working on tonight?
I'm trying to keep Texas from erupting into violence while I work for annexation to the United States.
Can you do it? And stay alive?
Don't worry about me, sweetheart.
How can I help it? The Mexicans are hysterical for vengeance after the Santa Fe expedition. Some madman will... Sam.
I heard a shot.
Someone tried to kill Sam.
Assassins?
Now, forget it. You have to expect things like this when you're in politics. The fellow was a crank.
Well, there's got to be an end to it. Because if there isn't, then let Texas go her headlong way. Let her people fight and die if they insist.
Margaret, this is not the talk of my courageous wife.
Well, things are different now. There's only one thing that's important to me. When our baby is born, I want you here by my side.
Margaret.
Are you glad, Sam?
Glad? Nothing in the world could make me happier. I've waited all my life for a son.
And if it's a girl?
It'll be a boy. Has to be. Name of Sam.
Those papers came by post from the East this morning.
Weeks old, all of them. Now look at this. Polk, slavery in Texas. Clay, Union, and Liberty. Why did the United States have to drag the Texas Annexation Treaty into its political campaign and then mix in the question of slavery?
Well, Polk was nominated. Perhaps that means victory for your annexation plan.
But why doesn't the Senate act? Can't they see how important Texas is to the United States?
But the whole weight of the abolitionists is against us.
Everything I've worked for in this term of office. hangs on getting that treaty ratified.
Not everything, Sam. You've kept us out of war with Mexico, and you've made peace with the Indians, and you've made Texas sound. These are immense accomplishments, even without the treaty.
But why can't we get some word from Washington? I can't stand this suspense much longer.
Then let me bring in our son and relax a little. Young Sam has been asking for you.
Fine. Fine. Bring him in. So, my son has been asking for me, huh? I tell you what, Julia. If I can't fix it so you can be a citizen of the United States, I'll build Texas into such a nation that it extends from the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific, and from Oregon to the halls of Montezuma.
Excuse me, Mr. President.
Oh, come in, Collins.
I have an urgent message, sir.
From Washington?
Yes, sir.
Well, what is it? What does it say?
The United States Senate has rejected the treaty with Texas.
Well, that's that. I shall retire from public life. And I'll build that Texas plantation house for you that I've been promising down in Huntsville. I'll call it Raven Hill. Margaret, where are you?
Here, Sam, in the garden. You have news.
It's a letter from Andrew Jackson, my old chief. He says Congress has passed a resolution asking for the annexation of Texas.
Oh, Sam, at long last. I hope it isn't too late.
Now, Texas may do the rejecting this time. With France and England both working to secure us a treaty of independence from Mexico, we'll be strong enough to go it alone.
You worked so hard for annexation to the United States. You wouldn't let pride overcome your good judgment now.
Andrew Jackson is dying. He asked me as a last favor to him not to oppose annexation.
If you don't oppose it, Texas will accept.
I know.
You've already come to a decision, haven't you?
I have. For the sake of Texas as well as for my old friend, I'll give my hearty cooperation to annexation.
Darling. Such fun having you here, Mother. It gets lonesome with Sam way off there in Washington.
Lonesome with those two obstreperous children and another one on the way?
As much as I love my children, Mother, they are not as yet intellectual companions. I can't describe to you what it has meant to me in growth of mind, to enjoy the broad view of things I share with Sam. He is a Titan in every sense of the word.
And you are a fit wife to a Titan. Sam has fulfilled your every expectation as a husband?
In all ways but one. I could wish that he would join the church. Perhaps someday he will.
My dear love, tomorrow is our communion day, and if the Lord spares me, I expect to attend and partake of the sacrament of the Lord's Supper.
Sam, my beloved, I've prayed for this day.
Well, Senator Houston, I hear you were baptized and all your sins were washed away.
I hope so, Domine, but if they were all washed away, Lord help the fishes down below.
Gentlemen, Sam Houston, Governor of Texas.
Listen to that mob, rejoicing because Texas has joined the Confederacy. Now they'll have to reap the harvest of bloodshed and ruin. I did my best to prevent it, but I failed.
It's Texas that's failed, not you. For more than 20 years, you've given her all your strength and your wisdom, and her people have now repudiated you.
Now they command me, her governor, to take an oath of allegiance to the Confederacy, or else resign my high office.
Dearest, I hate to add to your burdens, but our son, Sam Jr., is enlisted in the Confederate Army, in Dr. Ashbel Smith's company.
Don't cry, my darling. He has to decide such things for himself. And I must decide for myself. I must make my decision tonight.
I'll see that no one disturbs you. And dearest, my love and my prayers are with you.
To my fellow citizens, I refuse to take this oath. Oh, God help me. I don't know. I don't know. To my fellow citizens, in the name of our rights and liberties, which I believe have been trampled on, I refuse to take this oath. In the name of my own conscience and my own manhood, I refuse to take this oath.
My dear, you've been up all night.
I'll never do it, Margaret. I can't go back on the Union.
I'm glad you made the right decision.
It'll mean another upheaval for you. We'll have to move out of this executive mansion.
And go home to Raven Hill. I'll start packing this morning. But first, let's watch the sunrise. city is lovely in this morning light.
I wonder what the people in those houses, in all the houses of Texas, will say of Sam Houston today.
I don't know what they'll say today. But I can tell you what the people of Texas will say 100 years from now. They'll say no one ever loved Texas so deeply or gave so unselfishly of his spirit and his strength in her service.
I would have given up long ago, Margaret, if it hadn't been for you. Only your love and your presence have given me the strength and the faith to go on serving. It's you who are wonderful, my beloved.
No. I'm just a girl who was privileged to walk with a giant.
And that's the story of Margaret Lee Houston, whose love and devotion and high ideals brought to fulfillment Sam Houston's great potential. The First Lady of Texas. Tonight, I'm going to tell you one of the most incredible tales ever to come out of the Old West. It concerns a red flannel shirt. A very ordinary object, you're probably thinking. But this shirt was involved in a murder as well as a secret bonanza. I call my story, The Red Flannel Shirt. It is the year 1873 in the wild mining camp of Virginia City, Nevada, the site of the most fabulous silver strike of all time, the one and only Comstock lode. But not everyone shared in the mountain of silver ore which honeycombed the earth underneath Virginia City. One mine, in fact, the Town of Western, had dug down more than a quarter of a mile without tapping a single vein of high-grade ore.
Set off the blast yet?
Not yet, Mr. Gerlach. There's good indications of a vein, and this should give us the answer.
Do you think Odell noticed anything when he drilled those powder holes?
No, to him, this was just another blast.
Ah, hello there, Mr. Gerlach. Mr. Carty.
Hello, Odell.
You better take cover.
Cut the fuse a little close, didn't you, Odell?
Well, that's one way of putting it, Mr. Carty. Me, I'd rather say I timed it right.
You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you?
Ah, sure, with blasting, Mr. Gerlach, you've got to be sure. One mistake, and you're blown right through the pearly gates.
An optimist to boot.
Well, where else would the likes of me go but straight to heaven, with an angel of a wife guiding my footsteps?
Well, it's time for you to go to her. Tell the man at the hoist we'll be up in a few moments.
Oh, thank you, sir. Good night to you.
Good night, Odell.
There's the vein, and look how wide it is.
Yeah, but how rich is it? That's the question. We'll have Willis run a test on some samples tonight.
I thought I told you you could go.
Oh, that you did, Mr. Kiley.
What did you come back for?
But I forgot my pipe. And I left it over here in this knee brace while I was working with the powder. But it's gone. Oh, now that's my favorite pipe. You sad day, indeed, if I was to lose that, I tell you. But, there it is. Glory be. Look at this, Mr. Gerlach.
What about it?
Well, by the heft of it, it's high grade for sure.
You can't tell high grade by hefting it. That's what we pay an assayer for.
Oh, well, that I know, Mr. Gerlach. And as far from an expert I am, but this is way too heavy to be just plain rock.
You're right about that. It's most likely lead.
Ah, but lead and silver often go together.
Oh, but not always. And this is probably lead, just like a lot of the other samples we've taken. Come on, let's go up.
That's a riddle, Kathy. That's got my head spinning. Why should Mr. Gerlach, the mine owner, come down there with Kiley just when I'm setting off the blast? Oh, why did they act so upset when I came back after my pipe? Aye, and why should they act as though they wanted the ore to be worthless? When I should have been jumping for joy just from the heft of it. And why should they have kept the men out of that drift now for a whole week?
Why ain't you over here wiping the dishes instead of sitting there worrying about something that's none of your business?
Because the answer to this riddle, Kathy, me love, could move the Odells from a shack on Miners Row to a fine house on Easy Street.
Can't be.
What can't be?
That's molten silver, isn't it?
According to my figures, it's worth over $600 a ton.
$600 a ton? That's practically solid silver.
And we're holding every ace in the deck.
Keep this under your hat, Willis, until we play out the hand.
You didn't have to say that, Mr. Gerlach. I don't give out information.
You'd better not. If this leaks out, I'll know where it came from.
$600 a ton. Man, do you realize what this means?
That's why I'm here. I'll keep the news undercover until you can buy up the stock on the quiet. Then we'll split 3 ways.
You just made yourself a deal.
And you just made yourself $1 million. Let's go over to the Silver Slipper, Kiley, and relax. Care to join us?
Later, maybe. I want to get busy on this. Burn up those telegraph wires.
There's one thing I hear tell of the owners sometimes do, Kathy, that might be the answer. To keep the men from spreading the news, they shut them up in the mine by pretending there's been an accident.
That's what I'd call a sneaky trick.
Aye, but if such a thing should come to pass at Con Western, I want you to take our $300 and go out and buy all the stock it'll buy.
Now you're thinking too fast to be thorough, Patrick. Mine accidents are happening all the time. How would I know whether it was real or pretend? And if it was real, God forbid, I'd need that $300 more than ever.
Aye, it's a good point you make. I've got it, Kathy. If it's a strike, and I can get word to you, I'll send for this red flannel shirt.
That's using your head. Now use your feet and run down to McDilton's store. I need a spool of red thread.
I'm on my way.
Now mind you, only 1 beer. We're not rich yet.
Then I'll take 2 kisses.
How much can we trust Willis, the assayer?
Why do you ask?
Just came into my office. Bought 400 shares of Con Western.
Did he say anything?
No, and I didn't tip off that I knew.
I guess 400 shares is cheap for keeping the secret.
If he doesn't, that 400 will be 40,000 before I can turn around.
Just to be safe, I think I better have a little talk with Willis. I understand you bought some Con Western.
Why, I had a little money to spare, and I didn't think you'd mind, Mr. Gerlach.
Well, I do mind. You just the same as reached into my pocket and took out over $100,000. Where's the sales slip?
Why, it's in... Why?
Well, I want it.
I've got a right to buy stock.
Sure, but not at my expense. Get that slip.
All right, if you say so, Mr. Gerlach. I guess it was wrong of me to buy the stock, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you angry.
Mr. Willis! Mr. Willis! Mr. Willis!
Mr. Willis?
Who shot him?
I don't know.
I'll run get the doctor.
No. I'm thinking it's the sheriff you better be getting.
Heroes Odell found Willis last night.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Do you think he could have seen you leaving there? The sheriff's been questioning him.
If he saw me leaving, I'd be having my share of questioning too right now.
Yes, I guess you're right.
Calm down, man. You're jumpy.
I can't help it. I've never been mixed up in anything like this before. And it scares me every time I think about it.
Don't think about it. Just think of all the money you're going to make instead. Are all the miners underground?
Odell was the last one on.
Then let's get ready to tell him. This gong usually means something's wrong, but today's an exception. Con Western has just tapped the biggest bonanza in history.
Bonanza?
Richest ore ever tested. Assays $600 a ton.
And $90 is high grade.
$600 a ton. Glory be.
I figured you men would like to drink to that, so I brought some champagne. A bottle for everybody. Step up and get it.
Here you go, here you go. For everybody.
Hold on, men. Here's something else to drink to. There'll be no work and double pay for 10 whole days.
Yeah! Oh, now, just a minute, me hard rockers. Just a minute. It's a very generous thing Mr. Gerlach is doing. But I'm betting my bottle of champagne which I'd trade for a good glass of beer any day, that there's a catch to the gentleman's benevolence. Do I win or lose, Mr. Gerlach?
You win, Odell. There is a catch to it.
Yeah. And I'm betting the catch is that we're spending this 10-day double-pay vacation sitting right down here while Mr. Gerlach is out cornering the stock and cleaning up.
That's right. There's too much at stake to let you men out to spread the word. You'll have every comfort. Just tell Kiley what you want and he'll see that you get it. There'll be no letter writing or notes. To the folks outside, you're down here because the hoisting machinery broke.
No. Easy, lads. Easy. As my old mother used to say, rest her soul, Patrick used to say, whenever you're faced with a situation you can't lick, be smart and enjoy it. And this looks like one of those situations.
Put down what they want, Kiley.
When I call your name, Yella, just special stuff. Regular things I'll bring without asking. Roderick?
10 plugs of Charm tobacco.
10 plugs of tobacco. Hadley?
Cards and poker chips.
Poker gear. Odell?
Oh, just tell Kathy to send me down me red flannel shirt.
Flannel shirt for Odell.
Be sure you say red flannel. It is the only one I'm sure there's buttons in.
Get busy on that stuff for the men. I want to talk to the hoist operators. Evans, how'd you like to make an easy $1,000?
Don't even have to be easy, Mr. Carlisle.
Take this sledge and bust that hoisting cable gear over there. Then keep your mouth shut.
You won't be able to use that hoist until you get a new gear from San Francisco.
That's the idea.
News that the hoist broke down made the stock easier to buy. San Francisco reports that they've been able... Oh, somebody wants me in the outer office. I'll be right back.
How many shares has he picked up so far?
6,000. That's just the start. Just to be careful, you know, and move slowly.
What's happened again?
What's happened?
Another buyer for Con Weston. 150 shares.
Who is it?
Mrs. Patrick Odell.
Odell, the powder man.
Did she give any reason why she picked Con Western?
He said her husband told her last night that he had a hunch it would be a good investment.
A hunch? Well, go ahead and sell it to her.
Funny that Odell would get a hunch like that, isn't it?
That was no hunch. He knew about the strike.
How could he?
Willis told him.
Willis?
Only 4 men knew the secret. You, Sykes, myself, and Willis, who's dead. You didn't tell him. Sykes didn't tell him, and I didn't tell him. So it had to be Willis.
That would mean that Willis was still alive when Odell found him.
Right. And if he told Odell about the strike, you can bet he told who shot him. Evidently, Odell decided to keep his mouth shut until he could cash in on the stock.
You think he'd go to see the sheriff when he gets out of the mine?
Who said he was going to get out?
Sorry, gentlemen. Sorry, there's no more Con Western stock available. Market's closed for the day.
When do you think we ought to unload?
Oh, in a day or two. It's up to 300 already.
$2 a share to 300. Not a bad profit.
Mr. Gerlach, Evans has the new hoisting gear in place.
I guess we might as well bring up the men. See you later, Sykes. The hoist all ready, Evans?
All ready, Mr. Gerlach.
Well, you might as well start the men up, Kiley. Let me off at the 900-foot level. I want to check some shoring.
Yes, sir.
Let's go over it again so there won't be any slip-up. When you start sending the men up, do it alphabetically so Odell won't have any argument about being with the first load. When the men have started up, give Odell this coil of fuse to put in the powder room. By the time he gets there, I'll have slid down the air shaft and be waiting for him.
What if someone hears a shot?
How can they? They'll all be above ground. When you go up, send the hoist man home. Then we can bring up the body without anyone seeing us and bury it in the tailings where it'll never be found.
I hope this goes as smooth as it sounds.
It will if you do your part.
Glory be. The hoist is coming down! Grab your stuff, you loafers, we're going up! You don't have to say a word, Mr. Kiley. Just stand aside.
Hold it. At this rate, nobody will get up. Now let's take it in alphabetical order. Albert, Bailey, Barnett, Colby, Daniels, Delaney. The rest of you step back.
First time I ever wished my name was Adele.
Odell, while you're waiting, will you put this fuse away for me? We'll be using it tomorrow.
Oh, sure thing, Mr. Kiley. Oh, and, by the way, Mr. Kiley, there's something I might be asking of you, sir.
Go ahead.
What would be the price of Conwestern stock at the present moment?
$300 a share.
300? Multiplied by 150, that would come to 5 carry the 1. Glory be. Mr. Kiley, I'm very happy to tell you you're talking to a man worth $45,000. All thanks to my red flannel shirt.
Thanks to you what?
My red flannel shirt. Asking for it when you had us locked up down here was my clever way of telling me darling Kathy to go out and buy 150 shares of stock.
You mean that you didn't find out from, that is, you didn't know anything about the strike until Mr. Gerlach told you?
It was the first time I knew for certain. Of course, I had a hunch the kettle might be coming to a boil. For reasons I won't bother you with at the present moment.
Odell, just a minute.
Oh, now, Mr. Kiley, you're not angry with me for outsmarting you, are you?
No, not angry. I was just thinking. Under the circumstances, you're anxious to go home. So I'll take the fuse and put it away for you.
Well, now, that's an offer I'd accept without argument. Wait for me, you hard-rocker! Wait for me!
Mr. Gerlach. Mr. Gerlach. Mr. Gerlach. Mr. Gerlach, it's me, Kiley. Mr. Gerlach. Mr. Gerlach. Mr. Gerlach!
Mr. Gerlach! Mr. Gerlach! Mr. Gerlach! Mr. Gerlach! Mr. Gerlach.
Poor Mr. Gerlach. Imagine having such an accident at a time like this.
It's a shame. Just when he should be enjoying the fruits of his labors.
And that's the story of this red flannel shirt, which became a symbol of wealth and happiness to some, of tragedy and retribution to others.
আপনাদের প্লেটিং কনসেপ্ট আইডিয়াটা খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে, একদম দেশীয়। এভাবে যে মুঠো ভাত আমি এই প্রথম দেখলাম সার্ভ করতে, ঘিয়ে ভাজা মুঠো ভাত, রাইট? আমার কাছে এটা খুবই ইনোভেটিভ লেগেছে।
আজকে কচুমুখী ইলিশ মাছ নারকেল দিয়ে ভুনা করেছি এবং কচুর ডগা রুই মাছকে একটা তরকারি করেছি, আর সাথে জিরা ভাত আর মালাই চপ।
কচু যেভাবে রান্না করেছেন এভাবে আসলে আমাদের বাড়িতেও করে।
This is your dish. You can put whatever you want. এটা আপনার রেসিপি। My job is to tell you এটা মজা লাগে নাকি লাগে না। And I think কচুর টেস্টটা অনেক ভালো লাগছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ। চট্টগ্রামের অসিত এবং একই সাথে নওগাঁর জুয়াইরিয়া।
আজকে আমরা বানিয়েছি কচুর ডোগা চচ্চড়ি আর কচুর বড়ির ঝোল, সাথে আছে ঘি মুঠো ভাত এবং সালাড।
I feel আজকে আপনাদের কনফিডেন্স অনেক হাই ছিল, দ্যাটস ওয়াই ইউ গাইজ ওয়ার নট কম্পিটিং। আপনাদের গত এপিসোডের সাথে, গত এপিসোডে যেমন ওয়াও ছিল, আজকে দ্য ফিলিং ইজ নট দ্য সেম। প্লেটিং অবভিয়াসলি অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে। দিস টেস্ট গুড। এটা আমার মনে হয়েছে যে এটার ভিতরে কোনো ফ্লেভার আসেনি। কচু ইজ ইউর মেইন ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্ট এখানে, রাইট? সো কচুটা হ্যাজ টু বি এক্সট্রিমলি ফ্লেভারফুল। ইয়েস, দ্য গ্রেভি ইজ ফ্লেভারফুল, বাট ইন্ডিভিজুয়ালি যখন কচুটা খাই তখন এটাতে কোনো ফ্লেভার্স নাই, অনেক ফ্ল্যাট অ্যান্ড ব্ল্যান্ড একটা টেস্ট দেয়।
গত পর্বের মতো আজকের ফিলিংটা আসে নাই। স্পিক টু ডাউন।
সরি।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আপনাদের প্লেটিং কনসেপ্ট আইডিয়াটা খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে, একদম দেশীয়। এভাবে যে মুঠো ভাত আমি এই প্রথম দেখলাম সার্ভ করতে, ঘিয়ে ভাজা মুঠো ভাত, রাইট? আমার কাছে এটা খুবই ইনোভেটিভ লেগেছে। প্রচুর ডগার চচ্চড়িটা অনেক মজা, দারুণ। তা খেতে খুব ভালো লাগছিল আমি যখন ভাত দিয়ে খাচ্ছি, আর এটাও যখন আমি ভাত দিয়ে খাচ্ছি তখন ইটস ফাইন, বাট যখন ভেতরে আমি কাটছি তখন ওই কচুর যে চাঙ্কটা ওটা ফ্লেভার নাই, ফ্লেভারটা বাইরের সাইডে হচ্ছে বেশি। প্লেটিং আর ওইটা টপ। থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিং ইজ ওকে, ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এবারে টিম বি, বগুড়ার তামান্না, ঢাকার দিবা। চলে আসুন আপনাদের রেসিপি নিয়ে। আজকে কচুমুখী ইলিশ মাছ নারকেল দিয়ে ভুনা করেছি এবং কচুর ডগা রুই মাছকে একটা তরকারি করেছি, আর সাথে জিরা ভাত আর মালাই চপ।
রুই মাছের সাথে এত তরকারির দরকার ছিল না, কচু হারিয়ে গেছে এত বড় বড় তরকারির সাথে।
এটাতে আপনি বেগুন দিয়েছেন, আলু দিয়েছেন, কচু দিয়েছেন, This is your dish. You can put whatever you want. It's আপনার recipe. My job is to tell you এটা মজা লাগে নাকি লাগে না. And I think কচুর টেস্টটা অনেক ভালো লাগছে.
Thank you.
I felt this was brilliant. Unintentional ছিল হয়তোবা, but brilliantly done.
Thank you so much.
প্রেজেন্টেশনের ডিটেইলিংটা আমার অনেক ভালো লেগেছে। ওভারঅল এটাও খেতে অনেক মজা। গুড জব।
কচু যেভাবে রান্না করেছেন এভাবে আসলে আমাদের বাড়িতেও করে। আমার কাছে এই কনসেপ্টটা ভালো লেগেছে, শৈশবে ফিরে গেছি। আর ইলিশ মাছের প্লেটিং খুব সুন্দর, টেস্ট ভালো, বাট আর একটু ইলিশ মাছটার মধ্যে ফ্লেভার গেলে, কারণ ইলিশ মাছের তো আলাদা একটা ফ্লেভার আছে, তার মধ্যে কচুর বা আপনাদের গ্রেভির ফ্লেভারটা ঢুকলে ঠিক ছিল, কিন্তু খারাপ না, অনেক ভালো। ওভারঅল অল গুড। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ম্যাম। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
কস্টিং যতটুকু করেছেন অতটুকু ঠিক আছে, বাট লাস্ট লাইনটা তো হয়নি, এটা এসেই বলে দিয়েছেন।
জাস্ট লাস্ট লাইনটা বাকি ছিল।
ঠিক আছে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ দিবা এবং তামান্না।
তাহলে কি দিচ্ছি পুরো কেন খাওয়াচ্ছে? লেবু কেন ওটার মুখে দিচ্ছে? লেবু কেন পড়ে দিতে বলছে?
সময় হয়েছে রাধুন স্টোরে যাবার এবং সেখান থেকে আপনাদের কি কি ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস লাগবে সেটা নিয়ে আসতে হবে। আর বরাবরের মতো আমাদের সময় 15 মিনিটস। সো আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন। আজকে যে 9 জন রান্না করছেন আপনাদের সময় 1 ঘন্টা, আর সেই সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
কি দিচ্ছি পুরো কেন খাওয়াচ্ছে? লেবু কেন ওটার মুখে দিচ্ছে? লেবু কেন পড়ে দিতে বলছে?
পার্টিসিপেন্টস আর মাত্র 30 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 30 মিনিটস।
আমি বিলিভ করি তুমি যেহেতু মূলা পছন্দ করো না, আমাদের এখানে যারা পার্টিসিপেন্টস আছে তোমাকে মূলা পছন্দ করিয়ে ছাড়বে।
তো দেখা যাক কি হয়। আমি ওইটার জন্যই মানে আর থাকতে পারিনি যে আজকেই আমার আসতে হবে।
ম্যাম যখন আসছে আমি চিন্তা করছিলাম যে তারা হুট করে দেখে অনেক সারপ্রাইজড হবে, এবং তাই হয়েছে। যারা রান্না করছিল তারা ম্যামকে দেখে খুবই সারপ্রাইজড হয়ে গিয়েছে।
আমি ওয়েট করতে পারছিলাম না যে কবে আসবো, মানে এত সুন্দর সুন্দর রান্না দেখি এখানে। এবং আজকে যেহেতু চ্যালেঞ্জ দিয়েছি তো ভাবলাম যে আচ্ছা আজকেই চাই সারপ্রাইজটা দিয়ে দিই।
পূর্ণিমাপু সবসময় এই মহামঞ্চে শুধু রহস্য করে, এবং তার রহস্যের পর আসলে যেটা হয় যে আমরা সবাই খুব আনন্দিত হই। আজকে যেমন আপনাকে পেয়ে আনন্দিত হয়েছি। এইটা আশা করিনি যে ওকে চ্যালেঞ্জ দেওয়া হলো, কিন্তু তিনি এসে এখানে বসবেন, রান্না দেখবেন এবং আমাদের সঙ্গে মূলার রেসিপি টেস্ট করবেন।
কেমন লাগলো আজকে রহস্য? তুমি তো শুরু থেকেই জানতে চাচ্ছিলে আরেকটি চেয়ার কেন, কি এত প্রশ্ন করলে হয়? এত সুন্দর সারপ্রাইজকে আমরা পেতাম।
ও থ্যাংক ইউ, আর একবার থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ নিম, তুমি এসেছো, আমরা সবাই খুব খুশি হয়েছি। এবং আমি বিলিভ করি তুমি যেহেতু মূলা পছন্দ করো না, আমাদের এখানে যারা পার্টিসিপেন্টস আছে তোমাকে মূলা পছন্দ করিয়ে ছাড়বে।
তো দেখা যাক কি হয়। আমি ওইটার জন্যই মানে আর থাকতে পারিনি যে আজকেই আমার আসতে হবে।
মিমাপু, এখানে যারা রয়েছেন তারা সবাই আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারক, আপনি প্রত্যেককে চেনেন। কিন্তু আমার ডান দিকে যারা আছেন আমাদের 5 মেন্টরস, তারা খুবই ট্যালেন্টেড। আমি একটু তাদের সঙ্গে আপনাকে পরিচয় করাতে চাই। আমার ঠিক ডানে রয়েছেন নাদিয়া নাতাশা, তিনি সেরা রাঁধুনি 1427-এর ফার্স্ট রানার আপ। এরপর রয়েছেন সাদিয়া তাহের, তিনি সেরা রাঁধুনি 1427-এর চ্যাম্পিয়ন।
ওকে।
এরপর রয়েছেন আইরিশ আতিয়ার, তিনি সেরা রাঁধুনি 1429-এর চ্যাম্পিয়ন। এরপর রয়েছেন মাহফুজুর রহমান, তিনি সেরা রাঁধুনি 1424-এর চ্যাম্পিয়ন। এবং তারপর রয়েছেন ফেরদৌস আরা, তিনি সেরা রাঁধুনি 1429-এর সেকেন্ড রানার আপ।
ওকে,
সো এরা কিন্তু পাকা রাঁধুনি।
থ্যাংক ইউ, খুব ভালো লাগলো আপনাদের সাথে পরিচয় হয়ে।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস আর মাত্র 30 মিনিট বাকি আছে। এই 30 মিনিটের মধ্যে আপনাদের প্লেটিং কমপ্লিট করতে হবে, কস্টিং অ্যান্ড কিচেন ক্লিনিং।
আজকে আমাদের মেইন ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট ছিল মূলা। 2টা ডিশ বানাতে হবে, আমি একটা সালাদ বানাচ্ছি আর একটা ডেজার্ট আইটেম বানাচ্ছি।
কি অবস্থা, কি হচ্ছে? হোয়াটস ইওর রেসিপি?
মূলার কাবাব আর এটা হচ্ছে মূলার মিক্স।
ইন্টারেস্টিং।
ইতালিয়ান টাইপ ক্রিস লরেন উইথ র্যাডিশ, আর সাথে করছি একটা মূলা চাট। আমি একটু ইন্ডিয়ান ফ্লেভারস দিয়ে আজকে প্লে করছি।
আজকে আমি করছি একটা অ্যাপেটাইজারে করছি আমি মূলা চিকেনের কাবাব, আর ডেজার্টে করছি আমি মূলার চিজ কেক। রাইট, এটা মূলার মুজ হবে।
আমি আজকে করছি হচ্ছে মূলা দিয়ে একটা আচারি চিকেন কারি, আর সাথে করছি একটা মূলা চাট। আমি একটু ইন্ডিয়ান ফ্লেভারস দিয়ে আজকে প্লে করছি। এখন শুধু আমি আমার চাটের ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টগুলো অ্যাসেম্বল করব, জাস্ট প্রেজেন্ট করার আগে আমি ওইটা মেখে প্রেজেন্ট করে দিব। আর আমার বাকি সব এলিমেন্টস আজকে রেডি।
আজকে আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জ হচ্ছে মূলা দিয়ে আমাদেরকে বলা হয়েছে যে এমন কিছু বানাতে যেটা আমাদের অতিথি জাজ যিনি আছেন উনি খেয়ে যেন বলতে না পারে যে ওখানে কোথায় মূলা আছে। তো ওই কারণে আমি ওই চ্যালেঞ্জটাকে মাথায় রেখে আমি 2টা ডিশ করতেছি। একটা হচ্ছে ক্যানাপিস আর একটা হচ্ছে লাভা কেক। আমি 2টাতে মূলা ইউজ করতেছি, দেখা যাক আমার জাজ খেয়ে বুঝতে পারি নাকি অ্যাকচুয়ালি ওখানে মূলা ইউজ করা হয়েছে।
অবস্থা? কি হচ্ছে? What's your recipe?
মুলার কাবাব আর এটা হচ্ছে মুলার মিক্স।
Interesting. 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
কি অবস্থা?
এতে সব আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
কি বানাচ্ছেন?
সব আমি করব হচ্ছে ইতালিয়ান টাইপ
ক্রিস লরেন উইথ রাডিশ আর একটা সুইট বাইট করব রাডিশ দিয়ে।
ঠিক আছে, গুড লাক নিশাদ।
থ্যাংক ইউ শেফ। কি দেখলেন?
অনেক ইন্টারেস্টিং রেসিপি।
আমাদের আজকে সেলিব্রিটি গেস্ট খেতে পারবে?
অফ কোর্স খেতে পারবে। আই থিংক আপনি আজকে মুলার ফ্যান হয়ে যাবেন।
না, আমি আসতে নিয়ে দেখলাম যে মুলার পাস্তা, এটা তো আসলে কখনো মানে শুনিই নাই, এটা ফার্স্ট টাইম।
There's mula kebab, there's mula.
ওই সাইডে মুলা কাবাব।
Mula kebab আছে।
আচ্ছা।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে। এই 10 মিনিটের মধ্যে কুকিং ডান করতে হবে, প্লেটিং করতে হবে, কস্টিং অ্যান্ড কিচেন ক্লিনিং। সো হাতে সময় একেবারেই নেই। আমি বলবো আরেকটু ফার্স্ট করতে হবে সবকিছু। ওকে?
Kinh khủng á. Hả? Nice. Ok. Thiên phong pháo thủ. Can trường. Hệ như cứt ấy. Như cứt ấy. Shiba. Mày có một bắn chết à? Mình kinh khủng vậy. Kinh khủng vậy. Ồ, mua đồ. Lòng gì? Xúc xích kia nữa. What Bri doing? Bri take that for what? Ai Bri take con Swain luôn, Swain cắn ấy. Cắn Swain là thắng sâu luôn. Ước trình cờ này nó đánh không trận nào vào top 4. Cái tất. Nó đánh không trận nào top 4 thì nhót rồi. Chịu mới là khỏe quá. chịu chơi game đen vậy. Sâu ăn lắc cùi. Một chữ C nhót hết. Ôi. Ôi, điên thế. Ôi, tao nốt. Ui, một trái máu. Mày đi. Sao? Biết yêu là sẽ gì? 12 con. Lấy nhau trên tâm hồn linh hồn. Ok. Mày. Thời không con gì? Thời không pháp sư này. Thì có con ấy đấy, thời không là con Kama kích với Zik. Kama kích với Zik kiểu bị chi lùng ấy. Tăng trưởng bùng nổ. Ô, tạo tác này. Ôi chán thế. Đập đi. Giật xét á. Không con nào giật xét ta. Bóp rồi. Bóp rồi mọi người ơi. Sương thế thì tạm tạm đi. Con này nhận xét nhỉ. Ôi lạ thế ra. Giật xét đó. Sử tun đó. À. Được rồi, Nami. Nami. Như chưa bắt đầu. Cần làm mông cực binh chi đông nha. Rồi, áp chết. Phớt nhạc cậu cường có nhiều mét giang. Đây này. Bỏ con này đi. Đây. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thua. Hay là sợ thua vậy. Chết nhanh là không nhót mất. Tìm em gấu gái tôi thường nay hóa theo mây gió. Ngoài cái này đi. Nào. Đấy, hết đồ của thầy rồi. Ui, ngon. Equip. Chứ có em như chưa bắt đầu. Còn đấy. Đây là một bài đấu cực binh chi lùng á.